Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities that I mentioned this morning and shared with the members over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors trying to all learn and grow together through the volatility of the market, and you can become part of that as well, and we look forward to having you join us. So here we are with TRCH, Torchlight Energy Resources Inc., and here it is after pulling back, consolidating nearly back to the levels before the big run happened, going up to $11 and some change. So here it is sitting in the $4 area. It's been in tug of war zone with the 50-day moving average between the bulls and the bears, and we have some key things to look at. So the lowest point that was reached in this downward trend was 463. So if that gets broken through, this could go into further weakness, and the next level of support is 433, and then I would also reach down here to 350 to watch and see and dissect this chart, how the bulls and the bears are reacting. Are the bulls trying to bring it back up, or are the bears just tearing this one down further away from the 50-day moving average? Well, right now this is in tug of war zone, and the 50-day moving average is 498. Anything below it is bearish, anything above it is bullish. The lowest point reached in the day today was 481. That gets crossed, I would watch how that reacts between 481 and the next support level, see if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or if the bears keep on pulling this one downwards. Now the highest point reached in the day was up here at 537. So if the bulls manage to break through the 50-day moving average and work their way up, 537 needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can continue the momentum to the upside, reach newer highs and new resistance levels, pulling further away from the 50-day moving average and starting to gain leverage on this tug of war zone and get out of it to go ahead and go deeper into bullish territory and start focusing on higher support levels to be made through these resistance levels, which is 577, 611, and then all the way back up here at that $8 mark. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. And 3 to 5 more minutes of your time, I have a ticker symbol for you guys that you won't want to miss, as well as the opportunities I was watching this morning. We managed to find one home run opportunity giving us 35% plus on the day at its highest point of possibility. And if that's something you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys is one that I've mentioned before here on the YouTube. I've talked about it on the Patreon, and I've emphasized how much I was liking it in the position it was at. And we're going to look at the chart today, where it went and where it stands. But before we look at that chart, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord and shared with the members. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you are more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So here we are with GRVI. Talked about this one, why I liked it, PSFE, and then also OSMT. Now, OSMT ran in the pre-market. From the moment that I mentioned it, it was pretty close to the low fours. It ran all the way up to 490, and then going towards the opening, it fell. But in that weakness, it had a jump of 10% plus from its lows to a jump almost back up to $4 and some change. But our best performers in the first few minutes of the day was PSFE and GRVI. Let's look at those charts together and how they performed. So PSFE turned out to be one that I mentioned at 12.11. early on in the pre-market. It started to jump, consolidate, pulled back down pretty close to it, hitting that low after the market opened. A lot of volatility there in the first 5 minutes of the day, and then it took off, giving a highest point of 8% to 10% plus. This was phenomenal to start off the Friday, but our home run of the day was GRVI. So I mentioned this one pretty early, close to 8:30 in the morning, and it was actually sitting at 792, pushing upwards, gave about a 3 to 5% jump, I would say, from 792 to highs here of almost 830, 840-ish, and started to pull back down, hitting a low here close to 730-ish, and from that point forward, it took off. It even got halted in this run. After the halt was paused, it kept on going, and it gave a highest point of 35% plus on the day. Then it dipped pretty hard, and it got close to where the run started, and from that point forward, it gave another 10 to 20% plus opportunity. This was one that was filled with different opportunities of 5 to 10%, 10 to 20%, but the biggest run was 35% plus. What a home run for the day. If you want to become part of this, you're more than welcome to, and you'll know what stocks I watch daily. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. So what's the stock I've been talking about? I've had it on my watch list. I've mentioned it on the Patreon, and I've even talked about it here. Well, it was one of the stocks that ended up on the list today that I was watching this morning because it had a lot of great news and momentum going for it, and it gave a 8 to 10% jump from the pre-market all the way to the highs of 13 and some change. Now, this is a stock I've been talking about as it was pulling back. I stated the closer it gets to $10, the more interesting it gets. It keeps on getting analysis buy ratings and analysis upgrades, and here it is, getting the result of a nice jump. Seems like a short squeeze. I'm not sure. We'll have to see if it can continue, or it was actually a lot of momentum going into it because of the catalyst of the great news of analysis ratings upgrading it and saying good things about it. So it ran up, and it's given, since we've been watching it, closer to the 11s, from the 12s to 11s. It gave a nice 10 to 20% jump for those that have been watching this one and catching it in the dip. The closer it got to $10, the more interesting. Now the question is, will this actually consolidate here at these levels, and then one more catalyst can take it up to newer highs? Or is this going to go into further weakness again, find consolidation somewhere in the middle from $11 to $13? We'll have to see, but this is definitely a stock that I have on my watch list, that I have been trading, and I look forward to adding to my position for the long term, because I've talked about this niche. I've talked about what they're doing and how they are dominating in the gambling sector in Europe to process transactions. And if they go ahead and expand worldwide, which is their goal, right, to go international, it's going to make them one step closer to being bigger and bigger every time. They're such a small market cap, small company in a niche and category and sector that has so much room for this stock to grow. And it's a Bill Foley SPAC. It is a SPAC, and SPACs are a little bit speculative sometimes, but Bill Foley seems to have a decent track record, and also analysis ratings are pointing this one to the upside, and there's just so much great things going on with this sector overall. It's not a PayPal, it's not a Square, but it can get its piece of the pie. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And as always, this is not financial advice. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on the stocks I'm watching and why I'm watching them. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.